All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we are back with the 12U championship game here at Five Star Nation as the Alabama Elite face off against the Virginia Jags. Alabama Elite in all black, no jersey numbers from what I see so far, unless they're on the back. Virginia Jags come in with the teal and black. Both teams wearing black pots. Expecting the action to heat up and heat up in a special way here. All right, let's get ready to get this thing going. As Bama Elite in all black does have numbers. They'll face off against the Jaguars from Virginia. And this, the 12U championship game. Virginia Jags come out in this one. We'll start the game off defensively against the Bama Elite. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I am Wayne the Voice Matthews, the play-by-play and color commentator for today's games here at the Five Star Nation, along with my man, Gridiron Productions own Kevin Hawthorne and the living legend Young Kev, bringing you this great action from Nashville, Tennessee. Bama Elite in all black will start off today's game with possession of the football. 4 quarters of 10-minute running clock football, and they'll try and get things going with the running game, and it will be stifled very quickly at the line of scrimmage, as well as, I believe, a holding penalty as we got a flag on the first play of the game. We got to give a special shout out to the officiating crew who has been on point all day, even as they rotate out. Whether you look to the north, the south, the east, or the west, you're going to see a striped shirt that's calling the game totally refreshed and at their best. The officiating has definitely been on point today. So after they walk that flag off, Bama shift out. Quarterback rolls the pocket to the left, looking upfield, and the Jags defense will run them down and never really give them a chance to get going. Nice pursuit angles taken as the Jags shows their team speed and limit that play to maybe the line of scrimmage, if that. So second down on the sticks. We still got 14U action and games galore coming your way. A good snap and a handoff. Tries to jump around the right side. And he's surrounded by Jag defenders, and that will go nowhere. So a very dynamic offensive set to work out of. Bama Elite can do so many things out of that formation, but this Jags defense has just continued to show their speed laterally, both left and right, and north and south. Shifting to a 5-receiver spread. Leaves the quarterback in the backfield to his lonely, flushed out, plants his feet, throws one, and it's nearly intercepted. Safety had him one, couldn't bring it in and make the play he wanted. That'll be 4th down for sure. And that will defer possession to the Jags as they prepare for their first possession of today's game. For those of you just joining us, you missed some of the earlier action. You know you can always go to the Gridiron Productions YouTube page and pull up all of the great games and see what they look like for yourself. But game 1 featured the Bluff City Bulls versus the Blackman Broncos on the 10U level. And the Blackman Broncos, very impressive squad, faced off against a Bluff City Bills defense that was unheard of. You got to see that game as the Blackman Broncos won 20-6. But that Bills defense, boy, every touchdown that the Broncos got, they earned. Quick snap, handoff, and they'll try the left side. Got some room. And a nice carry for the Jags. Moves them downfield. And again, these great national tournaments give these kids the opportunity to play against many of the great players they never have a chance to even meet in any other typical realm other than maybe nationals or all-star, all-American events. You're talking about the top, you're talking about Alabama Elite. Come on, man. It's Alabama, bro. Facing off against the Virginia Jags. And the Jags will try him on the right side and got some room and shows that speed. We got a flag on the outside edge as number 2 makes a nice play for Alabama Elite. And this flag will be against the Jags of Virginia. In game 2, on the 9U level, that 9U championship game between the Blackman Elite and the Tiger Mob. Wow. For 4 quarters, them two teams went up and down the field. Nobody could score. And the Tiger Mob not only got it done offensively on the first play from scrimmage in overtime, but when the Blackman Elite squad got the football in overtime, you would have to go back and see this play to believe it. All I'm going to tell you is the Tiger Mob won that game 7-0. You have to go back and see how. For those of you just joining us again, may have caught the tail end of the last game, the Blackman H defeated the Jefferson Street Bills 20-0 on the 8U level. And woo! What a throw, and unable to hold on to it was the Jags receiver. My goodness. And the fans are off the hook here in Nashville. My goodness. This Virginia Jags offense Definitely opening up the playbook. And again, beautiful to be able to see the down and distance marker in the video. Shouts out to all the people that on the sidelines that helped make that happen. Got to give love to my man Kevin. What's good, man? That's fire right there. Out of the shotgun, Virginia Jags take the snap. Pressure steps up into the pocket. They can't hit, and he will go down. Alabama, number 34, blows through that line of scrimmage and gets to the QB, along with number 28, number 99. Boy, oh boy, where did they find that kid? You say 12 going on 36. Jeez, tricky. And the Jags, after that defensive push from Alabama, will defer it back. And that should move them just outside the 20-yard line to about the 23. But Alabama will take possession of the football. What a beautiful day here in Nashville, Tennessee. If you're at home, make sure you got you something cold to drink, something good to snack on. We got great football all day today. And the handoff on the Jet, good bounce jump cut. Gets to the outside edge, but wrapped up quickly. Nice play by the outside linebacker for the Virginia Jags in that play, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Second down and 5.
To work.
3 receivers spread. High snap, but able to hand it off on the dive, and the Virginia Jags defense all over it. Give none of that. Not today, not tomorrow, not next week, neither. Third down and 5 for Bama Elite. This Jags defense is playing with their ears peeled back and heads on a swivel. Showing 3 receivers out the pistol, 1 setback behind them. Handoff, tries to jump cut, and got some space very close to a first down. And may be enough to move the chain through, and indeed it will keep this drive alive for Bama Elite. Number 99, a massive figure up front on that offensive line. Bruh, he an automatic 3 yards. All he got to do is stand up. And that'll do it for the first quarter of action. The message we would love to convey on behalf of Gridiron Productions and Voice Sports nationwide. If you're watching this video and enjoying it, please hydrate your players, whether it's on the youth level, the middle school level, the high school level, the college level, man, junior college, semi-pro or pro, please hydrate. There's so many ways to keep your player cool in the heat, whether it's practice, whether it's two-a-days, whether it's walkthroughs, whether it's position practice, or full-blown games, homecomings, playoffs, championships. This fall season, we would not want to see a single player coming off the field for hydration needs. Please hydrate your players. That's not Mountain Dew. That's not Pepsi. That's not Sunny Delight 10 minutes before the game. Please hydrate your players. Water is always best. And it can't start the day before, and it can't start the night before. It's a practice that you must routinely do. Please keep your players hydrated. As we get ready to start the second quarter of action, Alabama Elite with possession of the football, 0-0 to score. Cheerleaders going crazy out here. Come on, man. It's Nashville, Tennessee, baby. Thrillville. It's going down. Let them hear it, girls. They got their cheerleaders out here. They cutting up. Got to give a special shout out to my peeps, Kimberly Shackelford and my man John Christopher back at the PG Bears, man. Always looking to do great things. Look forward to the day I can see them out here doing their thing, along with a lot of other teams from upstate. Phenomenal things coming your way. We'll give you some other options on how to stay cool and help your organization at halftime. Stick around. I got some good stuff for you. First down and 10. Bama Elite with a man in motion set. Hands it off. Tries to get free, and the Jags in the backfield and get to him quickly. Woo! He wasn't wrapped up. He wasn't hugged. He was embraced and had nowhere to go. Zero with the football, had zero chance of getting anywhere. That'll go for a tackle for a loss and moves him to the near side hash mark. With this highly athletic Virginia Jags defense is showcasing their speed and technique to get to the football before Alabama can take advantage of that height and weight and size. We'll look to see if conditioning beats physicality in this one. Good snap, got time, flushed out of the pocket, throws it. And that one will fall incomplete in the spacing. And one exciting fan, literally took the words out of my mouth. Blocking is the actual act of putting your hands on a player and impeding their direction. This Jags defense is in the backfield so fast, the quarterback barely has time to do anything but say down set hot potato. Because once he puts his finger on the laces of the football, he's running for his life. Snap, pressure again, got time that time, throws it and makes the most of it. Beautiful pitch and catch to number 9 who makes the reception out to the 40-yard line. And that's a nice pickup of 9 on the pass play, which will make it 3rd down and 5 for Bama Elite. Great momentum by both teams. And you would expect that when you start to see the older levels, the continuity, the confidence, the execution should be right. And you should see a lot less penalties as the day goes on. Good snap. Flushed out of the pocket, lose one defender. Quarterback loses a second. Tries to fight his way forward, and he's hit and stood up. Just shy of the 1st down marker. He can stretch for it, but all players pop up. And that'll lead to a turnover on downs that will give the Virginia Jags offensive possession of football. Lord have mercy. Please stay hydrated. You're watching the 5-Star Nation 12U Championship game live from Nashville, Tennessee. I am hurt. Virginia Jags come out, pro form 1 receiver. Handoff goes around the sweep. Got some room right here on the left side. He'll advance it upfield. And the ball carrier slow to his feet. Maybe something with that interior knee. The interior side of his knee turned that thing wrong on the video. He said, how you know? Because I got instant replay. This Gridiron Productions, baby. Yeah, he took a shot to his knee. It's going to take him a second to shake that off if it doesn't leave a bruise. He took a helmet and a shoulder pad to that right knee. Best thing about preseason football is it's preseason. He makes it off on his own esteem. I guarantee you it's another color. Second down. As a substitution comes in for that halfback. I'm sure the coaching staff and the trainers will work with him on the sideline. Out of the pro form, they'll hand off and they'll go with it. Halfback will go around to the right side. And Bama Elite say they got possession of the football. Now, whether the player was down or not is the question. The player's still down. And that's number 1 on the field. So 2 plays in a row, and the Jags lose 2 ball carriers back to back. Again, ladies and gentlemen, hydrate your players. Hydrate your players. We understand injuries will occur, but don't let a player be laying down on the field like this because of dehydration. And indeed, that's number 1, and he is in agony. But he'll make it up to his feet. You talking about some tough kids out here that want to really compete. And it will take a lot. Look, he's running back to the huddle versus running off the sideline. You got to tell him, you got to come out for a second, bro. He's trying to go back in the game. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You talking about some tough kids. If they lay on the field too long, ain't no stunting in it. So despite the turnover, Alabama Elite will take over possession of the football. And the Jags want a timeout to talk about it. Please make sure you hydrate your players in that time frame. And we'll check for the official time and get you all up to speed. You're watching the 5-Star Nation 12U Championship game live from Nashville, Tennessee. Make sure you hit subscribe and get right. 5 minutes before halftime period coming your way. So if you're going to run to the kitchen, get something to eat, you're going to go out on the grill and flip them burgers and flip them ribs, that's good. You're going to go in the kitchen, give your wife a hug, knock yourself out. We'll be ready to let you go in about 5 minutes. So whether you're watching on your cell phone, your laptop, man, your tablet, or you got the thing pulled up on your live stream, the big screen in the house. I know many of y'all enjoyed the fight last night. I got some good stuff for you right here. Get you some of that Gridiron Productions LLC in your life. Especially when Voice Sports on it, boy. Just hit different. First down and 10, Bama Elite. Just outside of 5 minutes left in the first half. Shifting the formation out wide, opening it. And again, the Jags pressure or force the QB to keep it and tuck it with his legs. He'll get maybe 2 or 3 yards out of it. At number 4, he did not like what he saw. As this defense got their antennas up, boy. Multiple substitution rotations coming in. Again, great football set to come your way. 5-Star Nation putting it down. Handoff. And tries to go around the right side and will get maybe 2 yards before that defense gets to him quickly. This Virginia team playing helmet for helmet. And we're definitely touch and agree with anybody with the football. Handoff, they'll go around the left side. Shakes one defender, and number 22 tries to surge forward. And just shy of the marker. That'll make it like fourth down and 1. Dare to say 2. I believe they'll go for it instead of deferring with the ball on the 47-yard line. Alabama would love to get on the Jag side of the football field here in this scoreless affair. 0-0. Shifting out of the formation, and that's going to hurt. And everybody pointing and snitching. But I'm going to be honest with you. It was him right there. Yeah, see, look, see? Russ saw what I saw. If you're going to tell it right. He got 5 on it. Back him up. The 4th down and 1 turns into 4th down and 6 with 2:30 remaining before halftime. Again, some great announcements coming your way at halftime to benefit you and your overall experience. Nice pitch and catch. And another great reception is made as Alabama able to attack through the air. And for the first time today, get into Jags territory. So 1st down and 10. Alabama coming down the field. Quick snap and throws it incomplete. Excellent coverage by the Virginia Jags. The DB was unfooled and had great technique as he took the inside shoulder on that receiver's route. 1:30 remaining before halftime. Draws back, looks, got some room, uses his legs, and he can scoot. Big time run, still on his feet. Oh, and slips and falls. Number 1 gets up and flexes on him. Just shy of the 35-yard line. They'll take it down to the 36 and a timeout on the field. Bama elite, we'll talk about it. 1 minute remaining before halftime. In this game that has been 0-0, and quite honestly, very entertaining in terms of talent, play calling, and scheme challenging. All the officials are in place in midfield. Again, you are watching the 5-Star Nation 12U Championship Games live from Nashville, Tennessee. Brought to you by none other than the upper echelon in live streaming and video of sporting events and so much more. Gridiron Production. First down and 10. Alabama elite in all black with white lettering facing off against the Virginia Jags in teal green and black. Great spacing on the view for you to see. Sends a man in motion out of the backfield. And we got excessive movement. False start charge to Bama elite. You already got a bad emotion and you're a lineman. You cannot move, bro. So way too much movement involved will cost them 5 yards. First down and 15 for Bama Elite. Let's see if it'll cause them to change the play or if they will run it back. And indeed, it looks like the same setup. Snap, hand off to the inside back. And he runs it right up the heart of the defense for about 4 yards before he's brought down. Nice tackle made by the interior linebacker. That's right. For those of you great football minds, your linebacker positions are very easy to remember. Your Will, your Buck, your Rover, and your Mike. If you know the difference between those four, type it down there in the comments box. As they go up top and throw the ball, almost intercepted. Can he get it? Oh, what a catch! Intercepted. Wow, the concentration. And that one right there would have to go on instant replay. We got to get instant replay of that. That juggling act was classic. With 8 seconds before halftime, what a juggling act and kick.
Go bother somebody else.
Wow. That is definitely one you're gonna have to go back and rewind when you get it. You get a chance to watch it. When you watch it again after the live stream is over. What a play. And that will send us to halftime, ladies and gentlemen, with the score tied up 0-0 as the Alabama Elite and the Virginia Jags are all knotted up here in Nashville, Tennessee. We'll be back in 5 minutes with the start of the second half. But while you're gone, make sure you hit up the opportunity to find out more about Cool Blue products. That's right, Cool Blue products. Both their mist sprays and wipes, ideal for helping you beat the heat. You can go to the website at www.coolblueproducts.com or go to Cool Blue Products Facebook page and find out more about them. Another great option available for you, whether you're in the bleachers feeling heat or you're a player on the field and want to protect your team and your organization from some of the treacherous heat that they're going to deal with this fall season. Make sure you use promo code VOYCE. That's voice, VOYCE, and get a special treat. Also, for those teams looking to travel and get out and be involved, whether you're going to nationals, whether you want to send some of your players to All-American games, All-Star games, or just want to get out in general and participate in random tournaments, TeamFundingHouse.com is there for you. That's right, TeamFundingHouse.com. Collaborate with your team's coaches, team administrators, and parents. Create an account for your team so that they can start building revenue for your team right now. Team Funding House is an AI-driven revenue platform for your youth sports organizations to acquire subscription-based revenue from your donors year-round. Find out more and go to the website today at www.teamfundinghouse.com. Voice tested, voice approved. You need help with uniforms, helmets, equipment, travel, or facilities, Team Funding House will help you generate the revenue you need to take care of that problem. We'll be back with more And the second half of this game between Bama Elite and Virginia Jaguars in just a few moments. You're watching Gridiron Productions. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to start the second half of today's 12U championship game here at Five Star Nation, I am Wayne the Voice Matthews of Voice Sports here, representing with Gridiron Productions, the upper echelon in live streaming, as we have the Virginia Jags in teal and black bottoms facing off against the Alabama Elite in all black with white lettering. And they start off the third quarter with a toss pitch to your living room and tries to hurl a player and hit with perfect timing. Number 34 right there to capitalize as he went to go to hurdle a player that was already on the ground. And that's the kind of action you've been seeing if you've watched this game the whole first half. Excellent defense, great aggression under control. These two teams, man, are playing the kind of game we saw earlier today on the 9U level when Blackman Elite faced off against the Tiger Mob, two great defenses and both offenses struggle to get what they wanted to establish going. Who will win this game? Neither team has the conditioning or athletic flaw. A lot of exciting plays can take place as playmakers are scattered all over the field. And this play will be whistled dead before it even had a chance to get going. False start charged to the Jags. I could talk about any number of given things that I feel like the coaches will want to touch bases on going into halftime as far as adjustments. But that's the beauty of it being a preseason show. You're looking at things to see what you can do to get better and finding the right personnel groupings to do it the way you want. Four receiver spread, got time, throws it, caught, got some room around the left side, and a nice pitch and catch for about 9 yards on the reception, or have him go down just shy of the 20-yard line. So officially passing the ball as the 12th man for the Jags, definitely speaking for themselves in the bleachers and behind their players. Let's go, Jaguars! Official play. Whistled to a timeout. The officials are conversing back and forth. Once again, our message we would like to convey to any and all viewers, parents, players, coaches, mentors, and parties involved in youth sports, regardless of whether it's football, basketball, baseball, rugby, lacrosse. I don't care if it's relay swimming. Please, please, please place a higher level of emphasis on hydration. That infraction will go against Bama Elite and put the Virginia Jags in a position where all they need is 2 yards now to pick up a first. Drops back, and the defense swarms them, and finally gets to him with the second set of defenders crashing in on him. Gotta love it. Both teams very disciplined. I spoke on that a little earlier. Aggression under control. And trying to get around the left side, surrounded by black jerseys, and the whole state of Alabama gets to the quarterback and brings him down. Nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to hide. .5:10 remaining in the third quarter of wow. Sideline interference to call on the play. And it will lead to an extensive walk-off as a penalty. So the Jags defense now looking to try and gain some kind of momentum. As Bama Elite has possession of the football.
Come on, Jaguars! Come on, D-line, penetrate!
Sends a man in motion. Handoff and tries to find some room, and all of those field jerseys sitting in the middle of the play waiting on him. Good snap, goes around the left side looking for some room, finds some space and working in the middle of the traffic. Doing a great job. Good snap, handoff on the draw, and Bama tries to get it done on the ground. And a surge forward very close to a first down. Something that they really needed to continue to keep the momentum of this drive going in the midst of this scoreless game. Sends a man in motion. And the handoff, and tries to bounce it out to the left side, but able to hang on to his ankles and hold him down. And we'll have a flag to add on to it. And that flag came from the near side sideline. Let's see what the call is. The official facing this way is almost always against the team he's facing. Let's see if he bucks a U-turn. He'll ask the coach how he wants to handle it. That infraction will go against Bama Elite, and it will be declined. Coach sending in some additional instructions while the officials are going back and forth with Virginia Jags coaches on the decision on the penalty. Excellent way to take advantage of every time. 5 listed in the backfield. Man in motion. Handoff, jet sweep, shoulders to him. Quarterback will keep it as that ends the quarter. And he'll take a shot as he tries to advance it up the field for maybe 4. And number 4, slow to his feet, get some help from his teammate. And that'll do it for the third quarter of action. As we prepare to lock in for the fourth quarter. Again, 0-0 to score. Which one of these teams has it in them to get that go-ahead score? We're going to find out, and find out very soon. Again, if for some reason this game is to go into overtime, the rules are very simple. Each team will get 4 downs from the 10-yard line, and they go at it till it's over with. We already had one great overtime period today. Let's see if either one of these dynamic offenses can get it done within regulation, or if one of the defenses have the capabilities to get it done in regulation here today. Third down and 9. Sends a man in motion, and it's been stated. And he got caught on, so it's been hated. Bama elite offensive lineman move. Call some 5. Third down and 14. Bama elite in black and white. Sends a man in motion. Pump fake. Throws it. Oh, it nearly intercepted. Virginia Jags defense waiting on the pass. And great coverage by the secondary, as the closest person to it had on a teal jersey. 4th down and 14. Interesting to see what the call will be. And they'll be going for it. And they need 14 yards. And they'll shift to a 5 wide. Drops back, looks, steps forward, and he'll get wrapped up by the defensive tackle. And he will go down, turnover on down, and that'll send the Virginia Jags offense out onto the football field. Here in this scoreless affair, 0-0. Good. Good pop. First down and 10 for the Jags here in the 4th quarter. Again, if for some reason they cannot get it done in regulation, both teams will get 4 plays from the 10-yard line and the opportunity to win this game in OT. But let's see if they can get it done in regulation. With currently 7:20 left on the clock, the Jags take the snap out of shotgun, steps forward, got some room and gets it done with his legs, and he'll slide down to a knee. But already into Bama territory. Now this is when the plot thickens, as a holding penalty will bring that play back. Dang. Wow. Yep, there you go right there. That was the holding penalty. I missed what you did. I always got that in my head. I'm muted. So here in the 4th quarter with just about 7:30 left in regulation, the Jags break the huddle, looking for an opportunity to try and get something done. Also, if you think it's hot sitting in the bleachers, imagine what it's like as a player on the field with them pads and that helmet on. Please, as you move into your fall season, coaches, parents, players, and administrators, let's put a greater focus on hydrating our players. Jags quarterback gets out of the pocket, throws it on the hop, and that'll fall incomplete. We got a flag on the play as well. As he throws it, and the quarterback shaking up a little bit. That'll just disappointed he couldn't complete it. Let's see what the conversation and dialogue is about. As again, they'll move the football back. Well, he took that football on a journey. And they'll set it at midfield. Wow, he took it on a nice little run. And we got another flag down inside the 30-yard line. They'll discuss as well. Sideline infraction. And it'll be charged to Alabama Elite. So either they on the field too much. Officials have been consistent all day. It's fair but firm. And they will call it if you did it. And indeed, that will benefit the Jags offense. Here in a scoreless affair in the fourth quarter. We're showing 4 receivers. The Jags take the snap out of shotgun. Pressure from the backside. He gets out of the pocket, surrounded by black jerseys, and he's hit again. Number 34. And another flag on the sideline. 3:30 remaining in the game. And the flags that are flying aren't about what's going on in between the end zones, but what's going on the sidelines. Clock will never stop. The only thing that will stop, and coaches want to talk about it, and the clock will keep running. 4 quarters, running clock, the rule. There's only 3 things that will stop the clock: a timeout, an injury, or the president landing Air Force One on the 50-yard line. And I don't think he's tripping off us like that. And if he landed over here, I'm going to need some concert tickets. This Charger. You just heard it? And again, the Jags will benefit from the conversation and dialogue in a massive way. That'll take them down. I believe that's the 20-yard line. 4 receiver spread, the snap, hands off, and he'll go around the left side. And that's the 30. I stand corrected. He'll go out of bounds near the 27 on that run. So again, this 12U championship game between Alabama Elite and the Virginia Jags come down to this. 4 receiver spread, pressure, flushed out of the pocket. He will go down. Number 34, who's had a monstrous game all day, gets to the quarterback and brings him home. And this will make it very, very interesting. And the officials want a timeout with 1:10 left in the game. Wow. Both coaches continue to talk to their teams with 1:10 left in this game of regulation. As a coach, do you prepare for overtime, or do you leave it all on the table here in regulation and get in the end zone? If you're the Jags, I'm curious to know if they'll take a shot or play it conservative. Alabama has been very effective on the ground, but with 1:10, there's not enough time to get it done in that time frame.
Let's go, Jaguars!
I gotta agree with you. He is very patient with the football. And you cannot take a sack there. You are absolutely right, DJD. With 4 receivers spread, the Jags get a good hard snap count, and again off the edge, and he will go down again. Somebody is going to have to go to Red Box and rent a copy of The Blind Side, because this dude can't do anything. They coming off the edge. And a timeout will be charged to Alabama Elite. 49 seconds left in regulation. And this defense for Alabama is on fire. The Jags have no time to execute any of the things they're trying to put in play, as this offensive line is folding like a lawn chair. The officials are getting together talking in midfield, and quite honestly, I'm pretty sure their debate has nothing to do with this game as much as them trying to decide what flavor slushie they're going to get when they go to Sonic afterwards. Four receivers spread. Fourth down in Gatlinburg for the Jags. They need a big play right here. The snap, pressure again. He gets rid of it quickly and throws a pick. And intercepted at the 19-yard line, and that'll give Alabama possession of football, but that will not win the game. For Jag fans, they're sitting there going, hey, that's a glorified punt. But for the Alabama Elite fans, it's the possession that they need to at least give them a chance to take a crack at trying to win this game in regulation. Let's go to the comments. Again, you cannot take a sack right there. Another one. The coaches need to do more runs. That's the only thing that's working right now. Not gonna lie. Hey, look, it is what it is. Love to get that interaction from the 13th man. You got the 11th that's on the field, you got the 12th man in the stands, and you got the 13th man in the comments box talking to me. Yo, make sure you chime in and let us know what you feel. As long as you keep PG-13, I mean. It is a 12U game. Why y'all bringing up old stuff? Collection of some of the best players from Alabama on this Alabama Elite team facing off against the Virginia Jaguars, who did the same. 5-star nation, 12U championships, and the quarterback will step up and he slid? What was that? Maybe the instruction was to prepare for halftime. And as the whole team walks towards the sideline, I'm believing that's the mindset. So as we come to the conclusion of regulation, let's get ready for overtime, ladies and gentlemen, as each team will get possession. 4 down from the 10-yard line. Who will win this game? The 12U championship is on the line. The game is actually taking place in Nashville, but everybody that's in the stadium and watching it at home hear me like I'm sitting. QB was scared for that hit. I would disagree, DJ. I would think more so. I would say you said the quarterback was scared to take that hit. DJ, I don't think so. I think there was an instruction by the coach. Don't take any major chances. Don't throw the ball away. Don't do anything silly. Let's just take it to OT and run it out. And indeed, that's what they did. The captors have already met up in midfield. The strategy portion of this game has escalated from checkers to chess. So now we're getting ready to slide into that realm where both teams will get the ball at the 10-yard line. Can these defenses that have been so stingy all game continue that trend? And which one of these teams will be the first to get a stop to prohibit that end zone dance? I'm telling you, first man in there going to do the boogaloo. I don't even know what it looked like if I saw it, but the way they got all these dances on TikTok now, I can't tell you what half of them called. Bama Elite, fans behind them, and they'll go with the dive right at the middle, and that's good for 5 yards. Now the challenging part is I believe both these teams have the officers that are capable to go 10 yards all day, every day. But which one has the defense that can get a stop and prohibit them going 10 yards is the challenge. Good snap, high. Quarterback looks for somewhere to go with it, and he tries to jump cut away. And that'll lead us to 3rd down and 5 with the ball on that 5-yard line. This Jags defense in a shallow position. A penalty, a tackle for a loss, or a turnover is what they need to see happen here, because Bama Elite has nothing but one thing in mind, and that's picking up 5 yards and the first touchdown of this game. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, take this time and opportunity. Make sure keep your players hydrated. Hydrate your players. Hydrate your players. Hydrate your players. You think it's hot sitting in the bleachers? Imagine what they feel like running around with pads and helmets on. As multiple substitutions come in for Alabama Elite. This, a big possession. They would like to get this into the end zone with 2 receivers wide. Halfback trickles out into the flat, and they'll go with the handoff. And everybody has their hands up but the referee. And indeed, the white cap will confirm touchdown. And that's just the first part of it. They'll line up for the point after attempt. after that run. The Jags get a stop right here and leave it at 6. And they could win this game 7-6. Bama can pick this up and go up 7-0 and still get a stop on the point after attempt. And all is, he didn't make it. So now the shoe goes on the other foot as the Virginia Jags will take possession of the football at the 10-yard line, down 6-0 here in sudden death overtime, and they'll have 4 downs to get it into the end zone. But with a twist, it's one thing to score and tie the game, but if they get the point after attempt, the game will be won and over. On the same notion, this Alabama elite defense can get 4 stops and take this game home. They can get a turnover and this game will end. There's so many scenarios this can play out from this position. Only the coaches know what they have scripted, and only the players can execute it. Let's see how it play out. First down and 10 here in sudden death overtime, and your strong safety just came back on the field. Good snap, looking, rolls out the pocket, throws it. Oh, nearly intercepted, but we got a flag on the field. Pressure bust pipe. And one of these coaches better be Super Mario. Dialogue ensues, and we wait on the white cap to see what the call is. A legal man downfield, the call against the Jags. So that'll take them from first down and 10 to first down and 15. A 5-yard infraction. That'll automatically make it second down. Can the Jags pick up the 15 yards they need to tie this game up? One receiver pro form. Max protection up front, drops back, flushed out of the pocket, backpedals, looking, pump fakes it. Surrounded by black jerseys, still running backwards. Oh, and he throws it onto the ground, and it's recovered by Alabama elite. And the QB is rolling around on the ground. Is that ruled an incomplete pass or fumble would be the question. He was outside the tackle box. I'm scared to see what they're going to type in the comments box. What DJ D got to say about that one? Wow. Here in overtime, they're ruled an incomplete pass. Third down and 15. One receiver to the far side. Pro form sends that man in motion. Comes across the formation. Eyes downfield by the QB. Looking. Takes it and runs it upfield. And runs right into the heart of the linebacking core. A pickup of maybe 3. And now it's 4th down. And the frustrations start to mount as the quarterback has nothing downfield. He only has one receiver to target, and he's double teamed. Everyone else is blocking, and he's forced to collapse down and try and get something done with his legs. At number 34, who's been the boogeyman all day, boogie, wrestles him to the ground. Here's your last chance of love for the Virginia Jags. They drop back, throws it to the flat, got a man. Makes one good move, a second one, and he goes down. And I hate to say it, but that's not enough. And Alabama, in overtime, will take this victory 6-0. Stick a fork in it. It's done. Tell mama don't put no raisins in the potato salad. It's time to go eat. Alabama 6-0 over the Virginia Jags. You're watching the 12U 5-Star Nation Championship game as it comes to a close. I'm Wayne the Voice Matthews here live for Gridiron Productions, the upper echelon in live streaming and voice sports. This game is a gun one. We'll be back for more after this.